Welcome to the Sai Academy of class 9th, chapter 1, matter around matter in our surroundings. Okay, next topic will come, can matter changes its state. We already know that there are three states of matter. One is a solid, second one the liquid, and third one is a gaseous state. So whether one state to the another state, it can be interchangeable: solid to liquid, and liquid to gas, and gas to liquid, and liquid to solid. So it can be interchangeable one form to the another form. So for that you have to do some activities also, and you have to study these given paragraph. Then we'll conclude that we can convert one state to the another state. So we all know we all know from our surroundings that water can exist in three different forms. Okay, we are observing water has in three different forms. We all of you are knowing that so water is existed in three different forms. One is as liquid has water, and gaseous state as a water vapor, correct. These are, and another one is a solid as a ice. In these three forms we can observe the water. One is ice in the what solid state, liquid in the water, and gas in the water vapor in our atmosphere. These are the three states of water in different ways. It is the given here. So solid as ice, liquid as familiar with water, and gas as a water vapor. What happens inside the matter during the change of state? Okay, one state to the another state, what exactly happens in a what inside of that matter? So how during the change of solid into liquid state, what is happening in this solid to liquid state, that you have to study here. What happens to the particles of matter during the change of states? Okay, the particles are changing from solid to liquid state, means what exactly behavior of the particles of what solid particles into liquid particles. So here solid are converting into liquid. For example, here ice is converting into water in the form of liquid. Then how particles in the ice is behaving while conversion of in the liquid. So how actually particles are behaving in ice and in a liquid state. How does the change of the state takes place? How change of state from liquid to gas, or a gas to water solid, how changes it takes place? Automatically they will take place, or you have to give some external force, or some external energy, so they will require for the conversion of one state to the another state. So we need answer to these questions, isn't it? Yes, we need all the questions. So for that answers, here again, effect of change of temperature. So by changing the temperature we can change the states of matter. First we can change the states of matter from solid to liquid, liquid to gas. So how we can this achieve to change solid to liquid and gas? Means first you have to change the temperature, means you can automatically change the states of matter to another states. Like a solid to liquid, liquid to gas, we can change by automatically by changing the temperature. Okay, the simple activities they are given here. Activity 11.212. So take about a 150 gram of ice in a beaker, and suspend a laboratory thermometer, so that is bulb in the contact with the ice. Okay, how to take a beaker? So as shown in the figure, this how to take ice cubes. You have to take in a beaker ice cubes. In that ice cubes, and you have to place on a thermometer and this bulb. So this thermometer dark color bulb as shown in the figure, so that should be touched with the ice cubes. After that you have to start heating this. You have to start heating. So after the heating, what will happens here? The entire ice cubes will melt into which states? This liquid state. So how this solid is converting into liquid states means we are giving temperature. So here we are giving a temperature, correct? Here we are giving through the burner will giving heat energy, and that heat will makes the cube converting into that heat will making conversion of cubes into ice cubes into water here. So this is simple. Experiment tells that if you are given a temperature, they will converted into different forms. Okay, so after heating, what will turns? Start heating the beaker on a flame. Note the temperature when the ice starts melting. When we are giving heat to the ice cubes, in which temperature the ice cubes are start melting. But that particular temperature, how to note that? Note the temperature when all the ice has converted into water. For first, when first ice cubes are starting melting, that you have to note the temperature. Second, when all the ice cubes are converting into liquid state, that temperature you have to note that. Record your observations for this conversion of solid to liquid state. Now put the glass rod in a beaker and heat the while stirring the till the water starts boiling. Okay, first what we done here, we are taken here. So first we taken ice cubes and we are burner. You taken in a beaker. We are taken in a beaker and we are taken ice cubes and we are start burning it. Some ice cubes will start melting, and we noted the temperature, and at all ice cubes will be converted into a liquid state, correct? All the ice cubes are converted into liquid. Now we are knowing that liquid, now solid is converted into liquid. Further also we are heating the liquid. So in which temperature the liquid starts boiling, that temperature you have to note that. Keep carefully eye on the thermometer reading till most of the water has to vaporize. Okay, we have to heat that water until it get vaporized completely. So for that temperature you have to heat the water continuously. Record your observation for the conversion of water in the liquid state to the gaseous state. From this activity we are doing from solid to water liquid. So ice cubes are converting into liquid state by heating, and also further we are heating liquid to up to which is converting into completely gaseous state, that is called as the vapor state. So this is the water conversion of solid to liquid, liquid to gas. This achieved by only what? Changing the temperature by the form of water heat. We are giving heat, so or in the form of fire or a flame. So there is a changes in the temperature, and the change in the temperature making conversion of solid state into liquid state. Okay, so by changing the temperature we can change the states of matter from solid to liquid, liquid to gas. Okay, next so on increasing the temperature of solids, the kinetic energy of the particle increases. Remember that if we are increasing the temperature, the kinetic energy also increases. Remember that if we increase the temperature of any matter or any states, so there is also changes in kinetic energy, because the kinetic energy, the change in temperature means the particles will move very fast. Particles are moving very fast means they will possess a kinetic energy. Remember that if you increase the temperature, so they will also increase in the water kinetic energy. If you increase the temperature, so they also increase in kinetic energy. Remember that these are the very important points. So due to increase in the kinetic energy, the particles start vibrating with greater speed. The energy supplied by heat overcomes the force of attraction between the particles. Okay, so here first we are giving temperature. Temperature increases the kinetic energy of the particle, and kinetic energy means the particles are moving very fastly. So and they are moving very fastly means they vibrate more, they vibrate fastly, and the vibration will makes the breakdown of bonds between the particles. Okay, they will break down the bonds between the particles. Okay, the energy supplied by the heat overcomes the force of attraction between the particles. So due to this only there is a change of state occurs. So solid to liquid, liquid to gas. Why means if you are given temperature, temperature changes into what? Kinetic energy changes. Kinetic energy changes means the particles moving are very fast, and particles are vibrating, they are vibrate very fastly, and due to the heating only they will overcome the force of attraction between the particles, and we can see the different states of matter. The particles leave their fixed positions and start moving more freely. A stage is reached when the solid melts to is converted into liquid. Okay, we are continuously giving heat means so the heat means what? Temperature. Temperature increases means kinetic energy, and kinetic energy means particles are moving very fastly, and they are not at the rest position, they are continuously moving with freely. So in the continuously they are vibrating means the time at which all the particles will converted into what? In a solid to liquid state because of a heating process. So the okay, next the minimum temperature at which a solid melts to become liquid at the atmospheric pressure is called as a melting point. Okay, remember that very important definitions. What is melting point? The minimum temperature at which solid becomes liquid at atmospheric pressure is called as a melting point. What is melting point? What is melting point? The minimum temperature at which solid melts to liquid. The minimum temperature at which solid is converting into liquid state. The minimum temperature at which solid is converting into liquid state at atmospheric pressure is called as a melting point. Very important definitions. The temperature at which solid become liquid at atmospheric pressure is called as a melting point. So the melting point of solid is an indication of strength of the force of attraction between the particles. Okay, so the melting point will tell us that the this point there, for example, if 100 degrees Celsius is there means that a particle having this much of force of attraction, the particles are attracting with this much of force, or this much of degree Celsius are given to them means they will converted into what? Other states. The melting point of ice is how much? Remember that the melting point of ice is what? 273.15 Kelvin. Remember that the melting point of ice is how much? 273.15 Kelvin. The process of melting, that is change of solid state into liquid state, is known as a fusion. What is a fusion? The change of a solid state into a liquid state is known as a fusion. The change of a solid state to liquid state is known as a fusion. When the solid melts, its temperatures remains the same. So where does the heat energy go? Next question comes here. We are giving energy to the solids and they are converting into the what? Liquid state. But what we given the energy is remains same. So where that heat energy is lost or it will be vanished from that beaker. You must have observed that during the experiment of melting that the temperature of the system does not changes after the melting point is reached. Okay, when we'll giving heat to the content, so they will not changing suddenly after certain temperature they will changes. So before that completely conversion, where that energy goes? The question here, till the ice melts. This happens even through we continue to heat the beaker, that is we continue supply heat that goes to the what, changing the temperature. If you are continuously giving the temperature means so where the temperature goes. Okay, so next here remember that the SI unit of temperature is what, Kelvin. Remember the SI unit of temperature is what, Kelvin. Remember that, very important questions they will ask for your exam. Write the unit of temperature means you can write Kelvin. Okay, thank you for watching, and share this video with your friends and family, and please subscribe my channel. Thank you.